Edward saves the day. Henry the big green number 3 engine is very fast and powerful. He likes everything he does to be just right, but sometimes he worries about things so much that it makes him ill. Summer was a very busy time for Henry. There were lots of visitors to take all over the island, and he had to pull the flying kipper every morning, loaded with fish. Henry worked very hard, and it all got a bit too much. Things started to go wrong with him. "Henry has been working too hard," said Sir Topham Hatt. "It's made him ill. He must go away to be repaired and have a long rest." But sending Henry away left Sir Topham with a problem. Which engine would do Henry's work? Sir Topham tried Gordon, the fastest and most powerful engine. Gordon tried to help, but he had to do his own job as well, pulling the big express. And after a few days, he got very tired. Cheeky Fussy Thomas was very eager to help, but he's a small engine, and after a day of trying to do Henry's work as well as the work on his own branch line, even he had to admit that it was too much for him. "I'm sorry, Sir Topham," said Thomas. "I did try very hard." "I know you did, Thomas," said Sir Topham, "and I'm very grateful, but another engine will have to do Henry's work tomorrow." Sir Topham looked around. "What about you, James? Can you help?" But James did not like the idea of working so hard. He thought his fine red paint and shiny brass dome might get dirty. "I don't think I could do Henry's work as well as my own," he said. "I am a really splendid engine after all." Like Thomas, Percy, the junior engine, wanted to help. "But you have more than enough work to do in the yard, keeping all the trucks in order," said Sir Topham. "It's very important work, and I can't spare you, Percy." Everyone wondered what would happen. Who would do Henry's work until he came back? Thomas fussed around. "Peep, peep, we've got to think of something, he said. Gordon fretted and worried, and Percy tried to think of some way he could help. Even James looked a little bit worried. The engines were in a bit of a panic, all except Edward, the old blue number 2 engine. He didn't make a fuss or waste time rushing around. No, Edward just took charge of things in his usual calm and kind way. "Gordon, you pull the express as usual," he said. "Thomas, you go to your branch line because that's where you're needed. Percy, you carry on doing your good work with the trucks. And James, you just carry on being a really splendid engine because it's what you do best." Then Edward spoke to Sir Topham Hatt. "The other engines must all carry on with their jobs," he said quietly, "and I will take over from Henry." Sir Topham Hatt smiled. "Right, Edward," he said. "I knew I could rely on you to calm everyone down and get things sorted out. Thank you, Edward, and off you go." Edward did Henry's work without making any fuss. It was hard work, but he enjoyed it. At the end of the week, Sir Topham went to the shed to speak to the engines. "I've got some good news," he said. "Henry is working well again and will soon be back. Until then, I know I can rely on all of you to help keep the railway running well. I have to thank Edward most of all. He is not as fast as Henry or as powerful as Gordon," he said. "He is not as handsome as James and as not good with the trucks as Percy. But this week Edward has proved that he is a really useful engine." Thomas blew some steam out of his funnel. "What about me?" he said. "You didn't talk about me." Sir Topham smiled. "And Edward is not as cheeky as you, Thomas," he said. "Peep, peep," said Thomas.